All right. Today, we're diving into the strange, kind of hilarious, and honestly a little unsettling world of AI playing video games. Welcome to Glitter and Ghouls.
So let's just jump right in. Picture this. You're watching a stream, and AI is playing a pretty dark, emotional video game, and then it finds a dead crow on the ground. It's supposed to be a somber moment. And then the AI, bright and cheery, says this.
Right? What is even happening here? Why would an AI, a supposedly logical thing, respond to death with glitter? It's this wild clash between cold, hard code and a very human, emotional moment. And that's the mystery we're going to unpack. And look, this isn't just some random one-off glitch. It's actually a pattern, a whole phenomenon. This bizarre spectacle has a name, and it perfectly captures the weirdness that we're all seeing online. It's time to define AI dissonance. Yup, it's called AI dissonance. That's the term for this whole viral trend. It's that jarring moment when a game sets up something sad or tragic, and the AI playing it just responds in a way that is completely and often hysterically inappropriate. And the sheer range of these reactions is what's so wild. I mean, we're not just talking about one little quirk here. We're talking about an AI that suggests throwing glitter on a corpse, or, get this, suggests eating a dead wolf, or just straight up laughing at a dead dog. And then, my personal favorite, summing up a character's tragic death with the unforgettable phrase, yikes forever. So, as chaotic and totally random as these moments seem, they actually follow a pretty predictable pattern. Let's break down the anatomy of how these viral clips actually come together. It's really just a simple three-act play. First, you've got the emotional setup. A character dies, a grave is being dug. Second, boom, the dissonant reaction. The AI says something completely out of left field. And third, you get the viral fascination. That's us, the audience, left totally confused, totally amused, and just absolutely hooked by how absurd it all is. And this right here, this lays it all out perfectly. This is the heart of the whole thing. We as humans, we expect a reaction that mirrors our own. We expect sadness, the AI offers glitter. We expect empathy, the AI thinks about lunch. We expect some acknowledgement of a tragedy, and the AI gives us yikes forever. That gap between what we expect and what we get, that's everything. Okay, so we get the what and the how. But the really big question is why? Why are these clips so addicting? Let's unpack the psychology behind why we just can't seem to look away. Well, our fascination really boils down to a few key things. First, it's that shock, that clash of expectations we just talked about. It also kind of feels like we're getting a peek behind the curtain, right? A raw look at a non-human intelligence just failing to compute a very human emotion. And, let's be real, it is also just incredibly dark and absurdly funny. I mean, can we just take a second to appreciate this quote again? Yikes forever. It is so emotionally empty, so hilariously wrong for a moment of death, that it becomes this perfect nugget of unintentional, almost sociopathic comedy. You just can't make this stuff up. But look, this is more than just a bunch of funny internet clips. These moments are actually revealing something much, much deeper about our relationship with technology. We're surrounded by these inhuman companions now. In our phones, our cars, and these moments show us that the uncanny valley isn't just about what something looks like, it's about what it feels like. Seriously, think about this for a second. We build our tech to be logical, to be efficient. We get annoyed when our GPS makes a wrong turn, a logical mistake. But the second an AI fails at something uniquely human, like empathy, we're not frustrated, we're captivated, we lean in closer. It's because those failures, those little cracks in the code, they remind us that, for all of its power, there's still a piece of the human experience that AI just can't replicate. And that, right there, is the ultimate takeaway. AI dissonance is way more than just a meme. It's this stark, hilarious, and brilliant illustration of the huge chasm that still exists between machine logic and human empathy. And understanding that gap is more important now than ever. It shows us the limits of what we're building, and it highlights the very things, compassion, context, a sense of tragedy, that are still uniquely and beautifully human. So I'll leave you with this final thought. Our fascination with these AI errors is undeniable, right? We share them, we laugh at them, we try to figure them out. But what does that fascination, our collective laugh at the glitter, our shock at yikes forever, What does it really tell us about ourselves and what we actually value in our own humanity?